Today I'm talking to Catalin, who joined me in November last year, 2017, for Fluency School. And Catalin, today you and I are going to chat about your experience in Fluency School. And would you begin by sharing a little bit about who you are, where you're from, what you do, and where you live?
Okay, so my name is Catalin Andreas. I'm originally from Romania, Europe, but I have been living in Sydney, Australia for more than 4 years now. I'm an online marketer, entrepreneur. My main focus is SEO, or search engine optimization. Simple way is optimizing websites or applications to rank higher in search engines like Google, Bing. Mm-hmm. That's the main activity.
So tell me a little bit about why you decided to join Fluency School.
Yeah, so I have to admit it was a long process until I finally pulled the trigger and committed to join Fluency School. Mm-hmm. And on one hand, I do regret I didn't join it when I first found it. But on the other hand, I feel lucky enough now I'm part of your beautiful community, and I have already completed one of your courses. Mm-hmm. My main goal, as many of you probably, moreover when you're living in an English-speaking country, is to improve first the day-to-day English skills for social reasons, mm-hmm. and eventually the professional English. Mm-hmm. I have been working with English people way before I came here in Australia, but I was always afraid on listening to my voice or actually record myself for a proper evaluation. So this was probably the elephant in the room. There were days when I had a nice English conference with someone in US, but also other days when I felt, I don't know, that my English is not quite at the level I wanted to be. So even if I knew there's something I have to improve, nobody, including myself, never said it loud. Catalin, you have to seek professional help because sometimes small things matter.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and I think as an entrepreneur,
yeah,
you're trying to work with international clients, those small things do matter. You want to be able to communicate effectively. Yeah. So you said that it was a little bit of a long process for you to join the Fluency School course. Talk a little bit about that process, and were you nervous about anything? Did you have hesitations about joining the course?
Yeah, of course. Firstly, although I think it's something normal for each student, I felt I'm not, I'm not ready enough to face a live chat conversation on camera. Mm-hmm. And secondly, I was scared I don't have enough time. Actually, that was also a big problem. I don't have enough time to commit to something like this. Mm-hmm. And I usually want to be 100% involved and be dedicated when I join something like this. Mm-hmm. And lastly, from the world I'm coming, the marketing world, there are, thousands of courses, and specifically in the English training niche, right. I was always, sure from my past experience probably, that this is, another what we call evergreen video course. Mm-hmm. Evergreen means that I'm paying and I get access to a series of already recorded videos. And once I get access to them, that's all in my hand and how much I want to do and be involved. So that's what was the main reason why I didn't, I felt it's maybe not the proper time, or I'm not ready for this.
Right. So how was, after you joined Fluency School, how did it exceed or meet, or how was it different from your expectations?
I think, first of all, the biggest and the most important thing that everyone has to know, there's actually real live conversations every week.
Every day.
Yeah, that's why actually crazy enough, almost every day during the school time, there's a chance you can join live conversations, which probably even if it was written somewhere in the course presentation, I couldn't believe it. I didn't see anywhere else. Mm-hmm. And that's totally crazy from my point of view, since with such a small investment, you have the chance to practice live and follow a step-by-step training from a specialist like you that probably help hundreds of people achieving their dreams, and dreams that aren't always easy to reach due to this English barrier.
Right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so I was quite very impressed even from the first week. I
Great.
realized that's actually what I got.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. So, what do you think for you was the greatest benefit in taking the course?
Yeah, so like I said, one of the main motivation for joining Fluency School was to improve my abilities to have a fluent conversation, and very important to have a face-to-face conversation with someone or with a group of people.
Mm-hmm.
So I have been dealing with clients for many years now, but I was always trying to find ways to avoid a face-to-face confrontation.
Mm.
But lately, I wanted to take this matter into my own hands and work more on improving my conversation skills.
Mm-hmm.
And going back to the question, I can also share one recent event from my life, which is strongly connected to the Fluency School. I was confident enough to accept and also have a 20-30 minutes live session presentation on stage in front of almost 500 people.
Amazing.
That's something that even 1 month before joining Fluency School, only thinking about it gave me goosebumps.
Yeah.
So that's, I think, a big achievement, at least for my personal level, on my personal level.
Absolutely. I think that's amazing. What an incredible opportunity.
Yeah.
And to have done it successfully, that's awesome. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, and thanks to you, I don't know, I trust myself and I pushed a little bit the boundaries, and
Good.
actually, yeah, it was quite nice.
Awesome.
Great feedback after that.
Good. So the course gave you renewed confidence, or gave you confidence in your abilities, and helped you to feel more comfortable having these face-to-face conversations. What did you like about Fluency School? Was there something that was particularly fun or enjoyable for you?
It was, like I said, a great chance to have this environment set up or put together by you, where we can share some of those videos. It was actually for the first time when I recorded myself and shared with someone, and getting and having support from the community and from the group really helped me push and have a new video and so on. And then actually, even from day-to-day life, I got small, I don't know, nice words from colleagues or friends that they saw something changing in how I deal with a specific subject, both, I don't know, in social life, but also in the professional life. So yeah, I have a totally different confidence, and that was built through all those modules from the course. And I think that's also one of the favorites is, I think, the second module, which I really liked it. And I don't have anything in particular that I would change. And I'm sure that the whole course was well thought before it went into the public. And I think it's very well structured, and it went very smooth, and it made a lot of sense for me.
Good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. And I like that you've sort of touched on some of the key different components, because we have our daily small group discussions, the live spontaneous conversation in this kind of a classroom. And then we have the individual speaking tasks where you have to do a specific thing, and then you get that personal feedback and support from myself, but also the whole community, which is really motivating.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't mention even the huge, I don't know, deal breaker. I get one-on-one feedback from you on the task I made, which is, I don't know, out of this world. I mean, in terms of online courses, you usually get, I don't know, even 30-minute session with someone. They give you feedback and that's all. But getting feedback and, I don't know, getting from task to task feedback, one-on-one feedback, it's something that's, I think, sometimes even more than traditional classes. When you go into a traditional class, sometimes maybe the teacher doesn't have time to spend with each and every individual. But at this level, I got a lot of maybe things that I thought I'm doing right, but on the other hand, that were small tweaks, like I said at the beginning, that made the real difference. So thanks for the personal feedback.
Absolutely. I think that's, I mean, to make the kind of progress people make in a month, I mean, you have to have that support. It's essential. So My last question is, of course, I'll be sharing this video and the next course is coming up soon. There will be some people who are thinking about joining and who might watch this video. What would you say to them if they're thinking about the next course?
Yeah, so definitely don't postpone it. Actually, don't even think you're not ready for this. You are, you definitely are. You will meet other colleagues with the same level of your English level. So don't worry too much about it. Don't be shy, or if you are shy or introvert like me, push a little bit your boundaries and you will be impressed of what you can achieve. Once you join the Fluency School and the Fluency School will start, you'll be blown away by how well the course is structured and how small improvements you'll see in your daily life.
Love it. I love that. That's great. That's a great thing to share with others. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. I love that it was that effective and helpful.
Yeah, it is. More than you can think.
I'm so glad. I love it. That's the number one thing I care about. It's the only thing that matters. So those are all my questions. Is there anything else that you'd like to add that I didn't ask about?
Probably there's a lot to say or to share, and if we would have another recording like this, I would probably find others and other benefits on top of what I already said. I personally don't know how you managed to do it, but it's hands down the best course I've ever attended, and awesome. I've attended many of them, actually hundreds of courses in various fields. Courses that are, I don't know, 10 or even 50 times, yes, 50 times more expensive than yours. And your course is, I see it as like a hidden gem in this old wide web. And I'm very happy I can share my experience, and hopefully I can inspire others to join in this wonderful adventure of the English language. So thanks again, once again.
Yeah, thank you. Well, that was wonderful. And I like the idea of thinking about it as a hidden gem. That's a great compliment. So I appreciate that. Well, thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you for your time. And thank you for your courage in doing this interview in English. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much also for this opportunity.